Alright, Hawkins here with Chickenhawk Farmstead, and today I'm going to give you a quick tour of my water setup. Yeah, let's check it out real quick. Alright, everybody's hose bib is usually, or bib, not bib, a spigot or whatever, is always low to the ground. It's way down there. You're constantly bending over, turning that thing on and off. If you want to hook up one of these four-way doodads, now you ain't got enough room because it's too low to the ground. It's just ridiculous. So down there I got a 90 degree. That's running to this little leader hose. These leader hoses are stupid expensive if you can even find one, especially if you can find a one for, you know, a decent one. This is a nice thick one here. But anyways, I would suggest just getting your regular hose, whatever you usually use, cutting that to length and putting a new end on it. Especially if you buy the upgraded ends like I did in some of the other videos that actually has the 2 screws on each side that clamp it in. You know, those things are sometimes better than these factory ones. Especially, I'm not caring for these zinc too much. I've had some of them rust out on me, or not what rust out, but actually got stuck on these things and can't come apart. So I'm definitely thinking brass is where it's at. So it's almost worth cutting them off and putting brass on there. Anyways, that little leader hose comes up. There's a valve down there, an on-off valve. I try to put a valve on every end I can. Up here we got another 90 degree, because if not, that thing's going to be coming up here and that's got a lot of stress on the hose and the part here. So when you can alleviate, go for it. 90 degree, another shut off if I need it. I can shut this whole 4-way off. See, I got a quick connect here, so I can pop a quick connect hose in there, get water. This is going to be for our water, you know, front yard area, kind of this area. We got a 100-foot hose up here. And so that's why that one's just screwed in. This one right now is just open. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. Because then we have this thing here. This thing is freaking awesome. I just did, like I said, short on this thing. And it took me longer to verify my email than it said to set this thing up. You know, this thing I got in one of those $3 bins. Took a gamble on it. Dang thing works perfect. I bought the little hub. I think it was 40 bucks for the hub to make it Wi-Fi. Because it comes Bluetooth. And then you can actually get it in a package. I'll leave a link to Amazon. I think it's less than 100 bucks for this thing with the Bluetooth adapter, I believe. The Bluetooth adapter was like 40 bucks. Picked it up at Lowe's. And I mean, it paired up to this and paired up to the app. So easy. It was amazing. I think they got that part down before they even made the unit work great. As you can see, water's on right now to everything. I got no leaks. Happy with that. Hopefully it stays. 35 minutes. That's how long I got till my next timer goes off. Programming these things, stupid simple. So now this thing is going under here and it goes out, and I actually got it connected to the side of the deck there, so I can click it on and off, water my garden over there. That hose is a 100-foot hose, so it can reach the backyard. This hose runs to the sprinkler system for the garden and also down to the chickens, so it can water the garden and fill up the chickens' water bowl twice a day. This one here, I got it heading out to the field down with the goats. It's sitting in their water trough with the goats. Twice a day it comes on. It runs, you know, you can pick how long you want it to run. I got it running for 10 minutes, and it's going to top off their water. They got it's around 25 gallon bucket or whatever. It's half a 55-gallon drum for their water, and the hose is just sitting in there, held down with a rock, and it kicks on. Like I said, twice a day now, so I guaranteed to keep them in water, Like I said, this one, the other thing I like too, see I'm out there and I got a quick connect on this one here, and I want to water the garden manually, or, you know, with a hose or whatever. I can be out in the field. I ain't got to walk all the way over here to turn the water on. If I'm next to one of those spigots, I can get water out of it just by pulling my phone out, using the app, clicking a couple buttons, and boom. We got water to wherever I'm at. So I like that. It's going to save me a lot about walking back and forth. It's going to save me, well, from having to go out and make sure the chickens got water, the goats got water. You can actually see if it turned on and off, if there was an error or not. Now, granted, I'd still suggest going out, checking on the animals, of course, you know. But, you know, now I can do it every couple days or at my convenience. And I know they're still getting water because summer's coming. Thank God. And, you know, water's a really big deal. Even in winter, water's a big deal. But that's my little setup. It's not the prettiest. I tried to make it prettier, and yeah, it's a long story. So if you can find a better way to mount this thing, these little things actually come with a little thing to mount them. course, I didn't need it at the time, and I don't know that little, it's some kind of little wire thing that hooks around here and hooks to the back or something. But anyways, this works for now. And yeah, wintertime, whole nother story. That's why I got the turn off down there. And wintertime, I'll just end up disconnecting this, and I'll have to leave that off. It's a frost-proof valve, so it actually drains back out. But, you know, that's what it is. It is what it is in winter. We're never that fortunate. Eventually, I hope to bury some of this stuff underground, and maybe I can get away with leaving it all set up in the winter. But one step at a time. This is where I'm at now. Hope that gives you some ideas of how to use some automation, because the way I price it, granted, I got the, you know, this thing was cheap as can be for me. But think about it. When you automate something, if you don't have, say it only lasts a year, but you didn't have to spend that 20 to 30 minutes every day for a year or even for 6 months, factor that in. You know, I'll pay $50 not to do something, you know, take 30 minutes of the day for 6 months of the year. That's worth $30 to me. And, you know, this thing, I got a feeling it's going to last me quite a few years. So, all right, that's it. Like, share, and subscribe.